lakefront development plan is in its beginning stages. Do you agree with the overall plan? And what is your assessment of how the plan is progressing to date?
I don't really find any great problems with the overall plan. I've been following it. I was at the first meeting, and I've been at almost all of the meetings since involving the lakefront development. I don't believe in economic development that doesn't pertain to recreation. They just rezoned Nelson Park for 22 buildings, and none of them were directly tied into recreation or activities. Some of them will be, I'm sure, like the new clubhouse will be one of the buildings, but that's just replacing an old clubhouse. I don't know if that's going to be one of the ones that they're redoing. I love the idea of the bike walkway around that basin. It's been used for a long, long time, but there are some seriously bad safety issues. At 36 and Country Club Road, that's almost a gravel road right there where the kids or where people are having to walk. And running and walking in that area would be great. I'm in favor of developing the area between the marina or the boat dock landing where the ramps and the beach house. I have no problems with developing that into a small strip mall type thing, because that's basically what it will be. But I think any building beyond that should be tied into recreational activities and not just an economic development or a housing development.
Thanks, Mr. Davis.
First of all, I am very much in favor of the lakefront development as an overall concept and an overall idea. However, I think there are some real facts that need to be looked at and examined very carefully before we move forward on the development with too much haste. For example, the Decatur Park District tax rate is currently at 1.0399% assessed valuation. We are the second highest park district taxing body in the state of Illinois. We have another distinction in our county. Our unemployment rate is currently at 14.0%. We are the third highest county in the state of Illinois with respect to unemployment. Those things just don't add up together. But yet we're talking about building a 36-hole miniature golf course for $1.2 million, adding a clubhouse for $800,000, $2 million of money that we just don't have, or that we shouldn't have. We shouldn't be spending like that. So far as the idea is concerned, yes, I'm very much in favor of it, but we just have to sit back and realize that that it's an extravagance at this point in time to go forward with a whole lot of development. I think there's some problems with respect to the concept of building condominiums, because the park district can't sell that property by law. They can lease it or they can trade it, but they can't sell it. So what are you talking about? You're talking about a land lease type of situation with respect to the condos. So I think there's a lot of things that need to be looked at. Again, I can't emphasize enough that I think the idea and the concept is good, but I think we have to wait for better economic times.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Harrison?
I think the lakefront development is a game changer for this area. The lake that we have in the middle of our city is a huge asset and treasure for the entire area. I think we should do everything we can to draw more entertainment options and activities and recreation options to the lake and the entire basin area. One of the things that's been discussed is the walking trail. And I think that walking and biking trail around the entire basin too. And I think that's a perfect example of a low cost and essentially free recreation and exercise opportunity for all citizens of the entire community, not just people that live in that area. So I'm fully supportive of lakefront development.
Thanks. Mr. Riley?
Well, obviously, I'm in full support of everything we've done so far and everything we plan to do because I've been a part of it. And I'd say we have studied. We understand the economics. We understand the tax rate indicator. 20% of our taxes actually go to different things that other park districts don't have. So it's easy to take one number and do whatever you want with it. It's a matter of looking at the entire picture and what you're going to do about that. I think the park board has done a good job of the planning process of getting many people involved throughout. Regarding condos, I'm in favor of condos in Chandler Park area and allowing to continue to work and to find restaurants in the area. We've got some great plans for a children's garden, the miniature golf course, potential swimming pool down the road. And as others have said, it's all in time. It's all in due course. But we have watched our costs, we watched our tax rate, and we've been very prudent with the expenditures we make and any expenses we intend to make.